Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of PTD6. So in this video, I'm gonna show you two different strategies to beat the new map resort on Chimps and achieving the Black Border. So one strategy, I'm gonna be using Sauda as hero, and in the other strategy, I will be using no heroes at all. And that is because I know that not all of you guys have Sauda as hero, so I wanted to provide the two different ways to defeat Chimps and to achieve the Black Border at the same time. So that's why I'm using this voiceover recording so that I can speed up the gameplay and I can give you more feedback. So in this first strategy with Sauda, you want to place her in that small square closest to the top and to the left. That is always important because you're going to have enough room to place attack shooter right to her, so right to her right side, and then an alchemist. So it's important to place her correctly so you have enough room to place these two other towers. So here next I'm placing the alchemist first because I wanted really to buff her, before placing the attack shooter. But then you're gonna see that as soon as I drop the alchemist, I right away check out if I have enough room to place attack shooter, and you can see that there is. So always be careful. Place the alchemist closest to the bottom, and then you can place this alchemist a little bit closer towards the right side, but don't place it too close, otherwise you may not have enough room to place the attack shooter. Now here, speeding up even further the gameplay, Sauda can defend all these early rounds just by herself. You don't even need the alchemist. I just drop it just to save the spot, but it's not really needed. She has camo detection, so you don't need to worry about camo balloons. And the first real round that you're gonna need something else is round 28, so it's 11 balloons. And that's why I got already the alchemist for that. I'm gonna get the alchemist 300, I think, in a couple of rounds, but before round 28, so that I will be able to pop lab balloons with Sauda herself, and also by giving the brew I can already enhance her damage, range, and attack speed. And then I got the alchemist 400 right afterwards. And yeah, that's pretty much the start for this first strategy. So very easy. You're not gonna need to use Sauda abilities in the whole gameplay, so it's gonna be a very easy strategy to follow. You're not gonna need any specific like targeting or micro or anything else. You just need to be careful about the positioning of these towers here in this small square, because you're gonna really be able to place these three towers as I'm doing, because that is gonna just make the gameplay a lot easier. So that's it. That's the attack shooter 204, closest to the top in this case, and to the right side, so when you have enough room. And then for round 40, I'm just dropping here a village closest to the top, to the left, and then getting it to 0-0, so increasing the range and giving more attack speed. Round 40, super easy. Getting the village here 2-0, so giving camo detection also to the attack shooter, to the alchemist, just in case. Getting the alchemist 401, increasing the attack speed, so I can buff 3 different towers. And then last upgrade is getting the village 3-0, so further enhancing the attack shooter. Now at this stage, I just was saving up the cash to get tag zone. So the 5th upgrade in the bottom path of the attack shooter. In this last patch, it has been buffed and nerfed, so now it's gonna cost less, but it cannot pop anymore all balloon types. And so here, yeah, I'm speeding up the gameplay a lot here just to jump to where I'm gonna be getting tag zone. So here we go. And then here I'm gonna just slow down because I'm gonna place another tower, a bomb right there. In this case, it's closest to the village, and then I'm just placing it barely in range of the alchemist, so that the alchemist is gonna buff it, but it's not too close towards the left side. And then I'm just getting this bomb 300, 400, and then 420 in close targeting. And now that is because in this way I can stun ceramics or lesser balloons, and therefore I can enhance the damage from Sauda, because she deals extra damage when balloons are stunned. And yeah, exploiting the fact that I already have a primary training village, so why not placing another primary tower, and that works very nicely with Sauda. And that was pretty much it. So I'm gonna speed up the gameplay here a lot, because from now on nothing happens. I'm saving up cash to get the permabrew. So the cost is 64.8 thousand cash. Pretty expensive, but I knew already that these towers are going to be able to defend until like around 86, 87, something like that. It's insane how much you can survive with just these towers. And of course Sauda is leveling up, so she's getting higher levels, she's getting stronger, more attack speed, more layers of damage, so yeah, she's doing more and more damage. So here I think even like when I was recording the gameplay, I went FAK, because like I knew that until around 83, 84 I would not have enough cash for the alchemist, so I just I used this time to like do other stuff, do other things. Very nice here, the skins for the Moabs and for the BFBs coming from BTD4. Alright, you can see there's OMG, super easy, and all these first rounds with super ceramics also are very easy. And here I'm getting closer and closer at getting the alchemist to permabrew, and here we go, that's around 84, that's when I got it. And now the alchemist with permabrew is works very nicely with Sauda or any other tower that's going to attack very quickly, because of the fact that the debuffs becoming permanent means that a tower that attacks super quickly, and therefore that normally consumes the buffs also very quickly, now can keep the buffs forever. So any fast attacking tower works very nicely with permabrew. And yeah, both Tag Zone and Sauda attack very quickly, so that's why getting a permabrew works so nicely. And now here what I'm doing is actually I'm using all the cash that I'm getting from the rounds, from like destroying the bins, to level up Sauda manually. So you can see there that as soon as I can, I have enough cash, I'm leveling her up. So here we go, here another time, level 15. And I'm doing this because in this way I'm gonna be able to unlock her stronger levels a little sooner, and so I will be able to do more damage with her. So that was pretty much my goal. And yeah, especially level 17 and level 18 are the levels that you wanna really unlock, because are the levels where she's gonna deal 7 layers of damage and she's gonna attack super quickly. So that was my goal. And yeah, level 17 for around 95, and then I think I got level 18 for like around 97. And yeah, that's already a lot of damage that she's gonna do. Plus, of course, the damage from Tag Zone and the stun from the bomb. So here for around 98, I got the village 420, and here I risk a little bit, because you're gonna see that some super ceramics here, fortified, were able to get to the last square, before leaking. So yeah, I still didn't use any abilities, but maybe if you want to be 100% sure, you can use Sauda level 10 there in round 98. It just depends. And yeah, that's already the BAD. And yeah, I was able to pop it super easily. I even got Sauda level 19 there. And yeah, that's the first strategy, using Sauda as hero. So now moving on to the second strategy, using no heroes at all. So you're not gonna need a hero for this strategy to work. And again here, I'm starting this case with attack shooter, closest to the top and to the left, and getting it 1-0-1. So I just switched to Benjamin as hero, just to show you that I would not get any hero. Then as soon as I got enough cash, I got the attack shooter 2-0-1 and 2-0-2. And then here 2-0-3 next. So here we go. And with just a 2-0-3 attack shooter in that particular spot, you can survive until like round 28, I think, like until the Bloons. Of course, in this case, I don't have any tower that can attack Camo Bloons, so even round 24 you can't beat round 24. So you need something to either pop Camo Bloons, or you need to give a Camo Detention to the attack shooter. And here is where I did my first mistake, because I really thought that I would be able to get enough cash to get a 0-0 village for round 24. And therefore here you're gonna see that I'm gonna place a village. So here we go, that's the village, closest to the top, to the left. I got it 0-1-0. But then round 24, the beginning, see, I don't have enough cash to get the upgrade, so I had to think quickly, and therefore the best choice was to just get a ninja. And then for round 28 for Bloons, I got a attack shooter, in this case closest to the top and to the left, and I got it 3-0-2. Yeah, so 3-0-2. And that was pretty much it. So that was my mistake. I did my math wrong, and I thought that I would be able to get a village 0-0 for round 2024, but you actually don't get enough cash if you get a 2-0-3 attack shooter. But no worries, I just got the ninja, and then I got, for round 31, I got the village 0-0. So now no more problems with Camo Bloons. And here again, I'm gonna speed up the gameplay a little bit more, because nothing really happens. When I got enough cash, I got the left attack shooter 2-0-4. You're gonna see here, I think around 36 is where I got it. Yeah, here we go. So overdrive. Next, just for round 40, I'm placing here an alchemist. In this case, I'm placing the alchemist closest to the bottom and to the left, because I really wanted to prioritize overdrive over the other attack shooter. And I got the alchemist in strong 3-0-0. As you can see, it's giving the brew to overdrive, so to the 2-0-4 attack shooter. That's perfect. Then round 40 here, the Moab, super easy. Alchemist 4-0, giving a stronger brew, and now also buffing the other attack shooter, so buffing both attack shooters. I also wanted here to get a tag zone, but before that I got first the village 3-0. And yeah, here is where I started like saving up for tag zone, so I'm gonna speed up again the gameplay. Here you can see that I was just checking out if I was able to fit some more towers in that bottom right portion of the square, and you can actually fit a Dark Monkey, attack shooter, or a blue gunner. But I didn't really want it to, because that would make the alchemist to buff, most likely to buff that third tower. And yeah, I didn't wanna do that, so I just got tags on here. Round 55. Next I got the other attack shooter 4-0-2. Alchemist 4-0-1. In this case I could have got the alchemist 4-2-0, But because I have the Alchemist in range of a village, I just wanted to increase the attack speed. Normally it works better. And here I'm gonna speed up the gameplay even further, I think, because here I'm saving up cash to get Inferno Ring. In the last patch, this tower, also the cost has been reduced by a little bit, or if not in this patch, in like the previous patch. So now on Chimps it's gonna cost like 49,000 cash. And again, I knew that with Tag Zone, the Alchemist, I had already all the damage I needed to survive all these rounds. And so I was able to get Inferno Ring for like around 79, if I remember correctly. So yeah, here we go. That's Inferno Ring. And you can see the Meteor here. The Meteor attack flying through and damaging the balloons as soon as they entered inside the screen. So that was a huge boost in terms of overall damage that I was able to do, because I didn't need to wait for the balloons to get in range of my attack shooters, but I was able to start damaging them a little bit earlier. And that's exactly why I got, in this case, Inferno Ring over again getting the Alchemist to Perm Brew. The only problem were DDTs, because now Tag Zone cannot pop anymore Bloons. So DDTs were a problem. Even with Inferno Ring, you could see there around 93, some DDTs being able to push very forward. So for a 95, I didn't want to risk, so I got a primary expertise village. So I got the ballista attack from the village. And also the village is being buffed by the Alchemist, and therefore in that way I would have that extra damage to pop DDTs. Here I just place a glue gunner 0 to 3 just to help in these last couple of rounds, and especially against the 45 DDTs, and then that's the BAD already. And that was pretty much the strategy. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya, bye bye.